So today we have a very special guest, Rithvik. Okay, I know Rithvik from a while, like I think sophomore year of high school,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so
What's up, guys?
he's actually going to be one of our first guests on the CN podcast. Okay, so Rithvik, thank you for coming today. And so the first question I want to ask you is, so the whole, I know you're very involved in the Color Media LLC. So how did you get involved in that?
Yeah, so Color Media LLC is my friend's company. It's Raynon Biswas. He's from around here. He's a senior at Eastlake High School now, so he's like a grade below me. I got involved. I met him at like robotics or through mutual friends. And he's been grinding like this videography, cinematography, like photography, all this kind of stuff for like a long time. And when I met him like summer of 2019, I was the only person in our friend group that had like similar interests. Like I liked acting, I liked movie making, I liked like media production and stuff. So him and I just clicked in that. And I've been supporting him for a while in terms of like, I worked out some things to get him at Top Gun Robotics for making their videos and making their logo and helping design some of their other stuff there as well. So we're pretty good friends in that. And so when he was working on his short film, he decided to make one. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, I know you want to act in something. You want to come through?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's go."
Oh, geez, okay, that's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
Also, what's it called? Do you guys just do like short films, or are you guys looking to like expand into the video production kind of realm?
Rainin, I don't know what his stance on it is, but Rainin's vision for Color Media as a whole is like a complete media company. So he doesn't want to limit himself to doing only one thing, which is why he does like graphic design, photography. He'll do like client videos, so he can like he does senior portraits, and then he does like athlete videos, sports events booking, stuff like that. So he doesn't like to limit himself. I know that much. He likes to go all the way. He definitely is interested in making more short films, which is pretty cool. He's just interested in the whole like cinematography aspect of it.
Oh,
So I want to talk to him. I want to see what he's going with. Maybe maybe in someday in the future he might want to make a full movie.
that's dope. That's actually pretty
Yeah.
cool. And yeah, that's why when I kind of hit you up like a couple days ago, or like a week ago or something, I was like, yo, just like since I play basketball a lot, I really wanted to see how it would look because I've seen your guys' stuff and it's like very
Yeah.
professional. I know Renan is and you are very passionate about it. So I was like, man, I mean, I've only made like one kind of, you could say, like a montage of me playing basketball, and that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Mark and his drone. And so, and I've seen your
Yeah.
guys' quality, and so that's why I was like, maybe um I could do something kind of like a collab with you guys, and so that's how I
Okay.
kind of got into that. And I know you guys did another like a product, like a film or something. I don't know who it was, but of basketball, right?
Uh, so it's most of the stuff that like camera production and stuff at Color Media is all Rainin really, because
Oh
it's
wow.
his company.
Yeah.
I only got involved for the creative, and I'm pretty much only gonna get involved in like the short films. Other than that, it's all his day-to-day workings. But so I don't know much about like his plan in terms of the athlete stuff.
Yeah.
But he did a football mixtape for Caleb Presley, who's a
Oh,
local high school athlete, and he just like Caleb hit him up because they met at a Ford Go Ford Sports camp,
oh
and they
wow.
were like, he was like, "Can you film a video for me, like a hype video, sort of?"
Oh
That's what
wow.
Rainen did. And right now, our mutual friend Lullet, who is a basketball player at Eastlake, he got a hype video. He asked Rainen to do the same thing for him, so
Oh
that's
geez.
what he's promoting right now. And I think it's coming out pretty soon.
Oh
So
wow.
that's what that is.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Have you guys like for like advertising and stuff? Have you guys thought about like putting stuff on TikTok?
I don't know if that's ever crossed his mind because he wants to stay more traditional from what I've heard and from what I've worked with him. But I don't think like if the format works out and if I think like if we get it working right, I'm sure he's not opposed to it. Cuz I know like one of the good things about TikTok is that like the grow being able to grow on TikTok is a lot more simple and it's a lot like there's a lot more potential because of the way the algorithm is structured. Gaining followers on TikTok is like less trivial than gaining followers on Instagram or YouTube. Is that like if you're posting the same content, it's easier to do it on TikTok is because of the way the algorithm works.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. And well, that leads me to my next question. Like, what do you think of like TikTok and all these other social platforms that have kind of like gone through the roof in these past couple of months during quarantine. So many people are growing so fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think TikTok is like super, super underrated, but there's so much trash on the app that it's hard to find the good stuff. Like, there's a lot of potential for TikTok because TikTok's algorithm when it comes to recommendations or like your FYP or searching and all that stuff is unmatched. Like, YouTube doesn't have that good of an algorithm. No other video sharing out platform has that good of an algorithm. But there's just so much like garbage on the app where it's like you have to scroll through a long time to get to that quality content on that and to really find like the good creators on the app, which is I think the only negative. Other than that, being able to do copyrighted music and having that short video format where it's like you have good rewatchability and it brings people in, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind
Yeah,
of wish I kind of wish they had like, when you go search, you could search for like a hashtag or like a user. I wish that you could like search for a specific genre, like education or whatever.
That would be a good thing, kind of like how YouTube does it, where you can kind of search by genres. Another thing that kind of irritates me about TikTok is I think every user should title their videos, because I'll see a specific video on my FYP and I'll like close the app or whatever because I have to go do something else, and then I can't find it because I don't remember the creator name because I don't look at it, so I can't like think of how to search for it, and because everyone puts like the same hashtags to get on the FYP, and that's like a major flaw in terms of being able to find content that you've already seen.
yeah, for sure. Wait, yeah, Mark, actually, I wanted to ask you, like, how did you like grow so fast? Your Oculus account, like, how did you?
Okay, so like for the first 4 or 5 months, I all I did was just post like me solving problems. And then like randomly one day I decided just to like post this formula video. I posted it at night actually. And then when I woke up in the morning, I had like a bunch of notifications. So I think what I learned from that is that if you're like posting the same video type of videos and then you're not growing, but you want to grow, you just gotta stop posting those videos and just try different types of videos. Because if you don't try different types of videos, you never know what works. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, and so my next question for you, Rithvik, is so these last couple of months, in COVID and in quarantine, how have you like kept yourself busy?
I mean, TikTok has been a pretty big part of it, like because the way the app is designed, it can just suck you in, like you're just scrolling for hours. But yeah, a lot of the summer months, so like the creative like inception of the idea happened in like late June, early July. Then he started production on it. He was sending me some scripts and stuff, or not actually scripts, like scene boards and stuff to review. And that was a lot of that month, like summer months, was preparing for the creative and shooting the creative. August was mainly that, like shooting the creative completely. September we did the last shoots, and then October is when we edited and released it. But after college started, like college started for me on the August of 24th. That's like kept me busy naturally because of just how much work it is. But before that, it was like the same day over and over again. And that like I just wake up and then I I'm on my phone for a while. I watch YouTube for a while. I try to get some work, like some productive stuff done. Like I tried to pre-study for college in terms of like looking at the classes that I'm taking and trying to like learn a bit of it before I get in, but it just flopped miserably because I had like zero motivation.
Wait, are you at home or on campus right now?
Oh, I'm at home. I'm at home.
Wait, are you gonna be moving in next quarter or no?
I don't think so, man. It's like because the way Illinois is doing it is that if you go on campus, the classes are like the same. No matter where you are, the classes are all through Zoom. They're not doing any in-person stuff. So if I go on campus, I'm just gonna have to sit in my dorm all day listening to online classes. So I'm trying to save that dorm money and at least like stay at home.
Yeah. Yeah, all my classes are in Zoom also. But some parts of the class were in person, so I ended up having to go on campus.
Oh, geez, okay. So you're still
I
there
mean,
right
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm gonna be here until December.
now? Okay, and then you're gonna come back. And then
Yeah,
you're gonna fly down back for the next quarter.
probably. I
Okay.
don't know. I
Okay.
don't know what's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
happen.
living on campus, even if it's all online, is like a different like experience. Like having the people around you, I think it makes a huge difference. That's probably the biggest part of living at home is that I don't really know anyone from my college. I don't like, and they're not. I haven't made friends, if you will. I just know people, and then like we work on assignments together. But like I feel like super out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys think everything will return back to normal next year? Next school year?
I don't know. What do you think, Rithik?
I think it's tough to say. Like, even if the virus, like the danger of it goes away because of the vaccine or whatever, there's still always going to be like that 0.1% chance that like it's like the flu where like, it could mutate and it could come back. So
Yeah.
I think like even like maybe for the next 2-3 years, like even if you don't do a full shutdown, like wearing masks is probably gonna have to become like a normal thing. Like Japan, one of the like Tokyo, they didn't shut down. Like they never did a full shutdown, and they're actually doing really well. Is because in Japanese culture, if you know, they're always wearing masks. Like that's just a natural thing for them, even before COVID. So that's why they did so well, and I think that's gonna have to become a part of like our life. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to get back in person and like do stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But bro, I like see all the time, not only like on TikTok, but YouTube. Like I see all the time there's people, parties, I'm sure you see like in LA and stuff, you see all this like
Yeah, yeah.
TikTok drama, you see like Sway House or whatever, the
Didn't
house.
wait, didn't they have their water shut off or something?
Yeah.
Power. They got their power shut off. The Sway House got
Oh,
their power
power.
shut off because Bryce refused to apologize. I think that's what it was. He like some other influencers, they had a party and they apologized, but Bryce refused. Jake Paul refused to apologize, and the Calabasas mayor like they changed their laws or whatever that day to be more strict towards COVID partying. I mean, I think it's bound to happen. You don't even have to be famous for it to happen. Like
Yeah.
kids are going to be kids in terms of like irresponsibility, and it just comes down to how long you can hold out, because to some degree everyone wants to party, like no one wants to stay inside and
Yeah.
cut off contact. It's just how long you can hold out.
That's true. But bro, Bryce Hall, I don't know if it's just me, but he's like 5 years ago Jake Paul. Like the way like the videos I see of him, he's doing like a lot of stuff that Jake did. He reminds me a lot of Jake for some reason.
I find Bryce Hall much more likable than Jake Paul.
Oh
I
yeah,
know a lot of people disagree with that. Like a lot of people like actually hate Bryce Hall's guts, but I
yeah.
find him a lot more likable. I still
Um,
think, he's a bit like misguided in terms of like his priorities and stuff, but
yeah. Yeah, I don't like Jake Paul at all, dude. I mean, have you been? I know, because Rithvik, we talked even before. You're like in the kind of YouTube boxing, you know what's going on. So, like, what do you think
yeah,
about Jake
definitely.
Paul?
The thing is, I'm gonna be fair and give credit where credit is due, which is uncommon with the YouTube fans. I'm a big KSI fan, big KSI
Yeah,
supporter, big UK supporter. I've always been, but give credit where credit is due. Is Jake did beat both of his opponents in his previous fights. Is he beat Deji fair and square, and he
yeah,
beat Gib fair and square. Those two have their own problems they needed to sort out. I think they could have beat Jake Paul if they sorted that out, but Jake did beat him.
yeah,
So that's props, and he has been training a lot.
yeah,
Like the one thing you can't like dispute is pure numbers, and that
yeah,
Jake has been training for years now, pretty much continuously.
yeah.
So that's definitely given him an edge in the whole YouTube boxing thing, which is what makes it difficult, is because his ego's already so high.
I know,
He's like such a prick that,
I
and the
know.
fact that he's actually decent at boxing now
Yeah,
just makes it worse.
exactly. I feel like he needs to be humbled, and that's why I love KSI. Also, by the way, the Sidemen KSI, like I love them, and I really want JJ to like beat Jake Paul because like
Yo, 100%. I think KSI, but that's the thing, right? I really want Nate Robinson to finish off Jake Paul.
I know, dude.
I don't think it's gonna happen, mainly because Jake Paul's been training for years and Nate Robinson has been trained for like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
But
but
I really hope Nate Robinson can finish off Jake Paul, because I don't want to see the KSI versus Jake fight.
I know.
In that if you look at like the press conferences for any of Jake's fights or any of the stuff that he does, all his public appearances, it's really cringy, and it's like it really it hurts to see the way he like acts. He acts like a freaking child, and I don't want that like with KSI anymore. Like
I know.
KSI's trying to move away from the boxing. He started it because he had beef with Joe Weller, and
Yeah.
he crushed his beef with Logan Paul. He doesn't want to do boxing anymore, and I don't want to drag him back into it if he doesn't want to.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I really want Nate to win. I think their fight's in like a week, right?
Yeah, it's next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Yeah. Mark, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch that. But what's it called? Then there's a whole thing about Logan, Like I heard Logan, like I think the paparazzi or Hollywood Fix, one of those guys filmed him the other day saying that, oh, I sent what's it called? Floyd a contract, but I'm like, bro, do you like how I just feel that Logan's kind of disrespectful in a way that like dude, Mayweather's like one of the greatest boxers ever, and he's saying that he can beat him.
The thing about that, right? I don't think it's Logan that started it. I think it's Floyd. Floyd definitely started it because he wanted an easy fight. He needs money. That's undisputable. Is that Floyd blew all of his money. He's now in need of money, so he wanted a fight.
Yeah,
And I think the fact that he could fight a YouTube star just because of the amount of hype it would generate was just sitting right there.
yeah,
And he picked Logan Paul for some random reason.
yeah,
This is like one of those rare scenarios where Logan is doing something really dumb,
yeah,
but it's not his fault. It's a win-win for Logan. If he beats Floyd Mayweather somehow, he's beat freaking Floyd Mayweather. That's
yeah,
sick. If he doesn't beat him, which everyone doesn't expect him to,
yeah.
he's gonna get a lot of money, a lot of like mainstream media coverage, and he gets to go home. That's sick. I think that's Logan is definitely the winner in this situation.
That's true, but Logan's still gonna be 0-2. He's still gonna be 0-2.
Bro, I don't know how Floyd wants to fight Logan. Like, I don't know how it's gonna match up. Floyd fights like what welterweight max? He
Yeah,
weighs in at like 150 or 140 pounds.
Logan's like two
But
something.
Logan, yeah, Logan's like cruiserweight. He could even fight like light heavyweight, I think, and
Yeah,
he's fighting like a 200, 215 pounds.
yeah,
If they fight at their weights, I
yeah,
think Logan might take it. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah. That is true, man. They're in different, but in terms of like pure boxing skill, obviously
Oh,
Floyd.
definitely
Yeah,
Floyd.
obviously
Definitely,
Floyd.
definitely.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
see what you mean, man. Yeah, Logan could win this. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is kind of a
It's plausible if they don't do some sort of weight like thing.
yeah,
And if Logan has to be the one that cuts down weight, it's over for him.
yeah,
Because we saw how that happened in the first KSI fight is he said the reason he cut down weight to try and match JJ's exactly. And that really like that messed him up completely. Like he dumped his tank completely in the second half of the first fight. So
yeah,
if he does that against Floyd Mayweather, I think there's no space there to improve.
yeah. That's true. Also, Logan's actually a pretty good wrestler. I would like to see him in MMA or something like that because he's pretty good at that.
He tried to get into the UFC. I think like in 2018 after the KSI fight, he tried to get into the UFC, and Dana White said he would die before he let Logan Paul join the UFC. He stopped him. I don't think don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. He tried, and then Dana White said no.
Jeez. Okay. That
I
makes
don't I don't think Logan would last in the UFC.
yeah. I don't see Logan. I mean, I don't know, man. I
He
don't
has
think.
good wrestling ability, but like I think the guys in the UFC are so like cutthroat. They're very bloodthirsty in
That's
terms
true.
of like that's what they like. If he was to do UFC, he would have to completely stop everything else that he's doing and put everything into UFC.
That is
Because you look at the guys that fight in the UFC, like the violence in the sport. I don't think he would be able to do it without a 200% dedication.
that's true. Um, so me and Mark actually, what's it called? I know Mark also watches these YouTube channel called Nelk Boys. You know Nelk, and you saw like how they went to like Fight Island and stuff. So what do you like? What's your opinion on the Nelk Boys? Mark and Rithvik, both of you.
I'll let Mark go first because I've been talking for a while.
Um, well, I think they're kind of controversial right now because they keep going to all these parties. So I don't think, like when you go into their videos and go into the comment section, you don't really see anybody commenting that like, oh, you guys suck, you guys are going to parties. But I feel like for people who don't watch them, that kind of affects their image. And didn't they like meet Donald Trump a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, they did.
Oh
They
yeah,
went on
Yeah.
Air Force One and everything.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it isn't like what's his name? Kyle's Canadian, so
Yeah.
it
he
doesn't
is.
it doesn't really matter if he meets Donald Trump or not because he couldn't vote anyways.
That's true.
Wasn't Wait, what's the other guy's name? Steve, right?
Steve is
Doesn't he
Steve,
have like a
Steve's
felony or
American.
something? Doesn't he have like a felony?
really.
I mean, I
Because
wouldn't.
because because I think he did. I think you know like how he drinks a bunch, right? I
Yeah.
Yeah,
think before he was 21, he did a bunch of drinking videos,
Really.
and then he ended up in jail because of that.
I wouldn't be surprised honestly.
Yeah.
Like the stuff he does, like you said, like the based on the stuff he does, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. That's true.
So, I mean, I don't know. Can someone vote if they have a felony? I don't know.
No, in a video, in like one of Steve's videos, like a couple weeks ago, like he was going and voting.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
No, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure. Yeah, you
oh,
can
I
vote if
remember,
you have a
yeah.
felony. It depends on the. Yeah, I think if it's a drinking felony, then yeah. But if it's like murder or something, then no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's good on that. Is there any other YouTubers that you watch, Rithik?
I mean, first off, my opinion on Nelk is that like I saw Nelk, like I heard of Nelk at like the very kind of beginning of their career. Is like when Banks met up with Jake Paul in
Yeah.
2017 or 18, I don't remember. In FaZe Banks's video, he had the Nelk boys in it.
Mm-hmm.
That was like at like the very beginning when they were first starting their stuff. I think that they're like a very they brought a new genre into YouTube, but I don't think they stuck through with it. Like if you look at some of their videos, it's like their whole brand is like around like the full send kind of image. It's like you got to
Yeah.
do it 100% no matter what.
Yeah.
And some of their videos recently, there are people are like commenting like their fans are like these videos are a half send or this is not what you guys were originally were and stuff. So I think it's like they kind of slowed down as the money got to them. Like they're not as hungry anymore
Yeah.
in terms of wanting to do more and more. I
Yeah.
saw their video with Habib Nurmagomedov. I thought that was sick. The fact that
Yeah.
they actually did a video with Habib, that was sick.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion on them. I don't hate them or anything. I mean, in terms of the parties, like I try not to denounce influencers for having parties because I feel like nothing is going to change that. If
Yeah.
it's like someone that you know in your high school or something, then definitely like you can try to talk to them or you
Yeah.
can try to talk to people about it in terms of changing it. But
Mhm.
for influencers, absolutely nothing is going to change the fact that they will do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And the only reason some of them are even apologizing is because they got caught. All the people that didn't
Yeah.
get caught would never apologize and they're never going to be different. So
That's true. So really,
Well, I think it's like pretty crazy how loyal their fan base is. Because,
Nelks.
yeah, no. Because like every 2 months they do some kind of merch drop and people continue to buy it every 2 months.
they're making a
And
lot
like,
of merch.
and that's their primary source of income because they don't make any money off ads or anything.
Yeah, no.
And
Doesn't get monetized.
yeah,
Someone quoted Kyle saying that they got paid 40 to 60 million in merch sales.
that's crazy, bro.
What? Really?
But that's like Logan Paul's numbers. That was like Logan
Yeah.
Paul when he first started selling the Maverick stuff. It's like the same amount of money. It's like merch drives a lot of main like influencers is
Yeah.
because ad revenue is so like inconsistent.
Mm-hmm. That is
But
crazy.
but that's just what they get paid. I think like they're like the revenue that they generate from merch sales. I think like the company that makes the merch takes a large cut, and
Yeah.
then like their purveyors, distributors, all of them take cuts, and
Yeah.
some of it gets invested back, and they
Yeah.
end up with like a smaller portion. But the fact that they can do that much in sales is crazy.
That's true. They were
But
But
a
you know,
lot
I've
of inf.
yeah.
No, go for it.
No, you go. But
A
they
lot
sell
of inf.
so okay.
Okay,
Okay, you
never
go,
mind.
you
No,
go,
my
you
bad,
go.
my bad,
going
my bad.
on?
I was
I'll
just gonna
just
say that.
What is going on?
okay, you're gonna go. Okay, you go.
Okay, I'll go. I was just gonna say that a lot of influencers' fan bases are like very similar in terms of buying whatever, is because the main audience for this content is like whether you like it or not is children usually is like 13, 8 to 13 is like the primary range, and 8 to 13 is the primary range where they will click anything you put, they will buy anything you sell. It's like Addison Rae.
Yeah.
Why do people buy her merch? It's not even like creative. She doesn't even have a brand. She just does dances on TikTok. If like a lot of people find that like it's a big deal, but
Yeah.
being realistic, like Nelk do kind of sort of insane, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Other content creators that sell merch like the Sidemen,
Yeah.
they don't make as much because they're international, but they still like do these like high production videos every single week.
Mhm.
Addison Rae just dances on TikTok. I don't know why she has merch. Like, what is the purpose? What's the link? It doesn't make sense. And why people keep buying that stuff. Like, she gets sold out drops all the time.
That's
And it's
crazy.
because her audience is children. They'll just buy anything.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think about what do you think of Charlie and Dixie? You know, like these past couple of days have kind of been crazy for them. You know, the
She
or whatever.
Charlie just hit 100 million.
Dude, that
I
is
noticed. It's
crazy.
today morning, yeah.
It's crazy. That's actually insane.
Do you
I
think
actually think
I saw some TikToks of people saying like some of those followers are bots. Do you think that some of them could be bots?
I mean, this was brought up when PewDiePie hit 100 million as well, is that
Uh,
whether they know it or not, I think a lot of like accounts on these social media platforms are bots. Like you see it in YouTube comments, is like there's a bunch of bots in the comments that are subscribed to these big YouTubers. And I don't think they can change that. Like I don't think she bought them. I don't think she bought bots just to hit 100 million, but I'm pretty sure there are bots in her subscribers or followers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, for
but she still ends up getting like millions of views. Like most of her TikToks have anywhere from like 20 to 50 million views.
that's
So I
crazy.
mean,
That's
so that's
It's
like
because she just built that brand image for herself as the girl from TikTok. So when people first get the app,
yeah,
her, Addison, any of the Hype House members, they're like the first people they check out.
yeah.
And then that person's account then gets linked to their profile in terms of like the FYP. So
Mm-hmm.
whoever is friends with that person gets recommended. It's like a whole chain sort of. It's like a chain reaction.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy though, dude. In like a year, how big she's got. And I've
Yeah.
also seen that like Dixie, they like started converting, you know, kind of like transferring their followers from TikTok to YouTube. So do you think that's like I mean, I think that's like a pretty smart idea, obviously, you know, to have, you know, to be big on like two different social media platforms like YouTube and well, not per se YouTube as a social media, but just, you know, in general, like content creating. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I think whenever I like watch videos about how to grow on TikTok or whatever, like the number one piece of advice on all of these videos is to convert your followers to other social media platforms. And I think it's really important for TikTok. I don't know if it's as important now because Biden is going to be elected, but when Trump said he wanted to ban TikTok, I
Yeah.
think that was especially important back then. So
I
yeah.
do think
I
that
mean,
converting from no, go ahead.
I don't know what Biden thinks of TikTok, but
That's fair.
I don't think he's going to ban it though.
Hell,
Does your Oculus account have an Instagram account?
Oh, no, it doesn't. But I created a Discord.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
good. A
had,
Discord is good.
but I did have my like personal Instagram link to it. But
Yeah,
I
that's
was like
good.
thinking, I don't know, I was thinking about making a YouTube channel for Oculus.
yeah, you should.
I think a YouTube channel is definitely like the easiest social media to link your followers to. Is
Hmm.
because it's video. That's what they see on TikTok is video, and the only other place you can do that is YouTube. No matter how hard Instagram tries with Reels, it's definitely just gonna be YouTube that's gonna do that.
Yeah.
But in terms of like Charlie, Dixie, them converting their followers, I think what Dixie's doing is actually super respectable because she has like an upload schedule that she follows almost. Like she uploads several times a month and she has like it's high production videos. Like she got Trippy Red in video. Like
Mm-hmm.
she has like
Yeah.
she's paying money, she's putting investment into her YouTube channel to make it grow. But
Yeah.
people like Addison specifically, like I check out her YouTube channel. She's either on 7 or 2 million. I don't remember which one out of those two,
Yeah.
but she's on like a really large sub count, and her upload schedule is just really dumb. Like I don't like the fact that she's that high and that grown on YouTube when
Yeah.
she doesn't put that same investment into it. So in terms of Dixie, I think it's hella cool. I actually prefer Dixie on YouTube instead of TikTok
Yeah.
because her TikToks are definitely a little more random, a little more niche. But on YouTube, like some of her stuff with like she does like the talk show that she has
Yeah.
and you get an insight into her family and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a particular fan of Dixie myself or Charlie, but I
Yeah.
just prefer watching that content instead of what she puts out on her TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, so the thing with Addison, but like the thing with Addison that I've seen is that she does like a lot of brand deals though, like with American Eagle and like with Disney, she had one too. So like, yeah, you're right about that. Like on YouTube, I definitely think that she should be posting more. So that's what I do admire about, Dixie, that like she posts a lot. But yeah, what do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking, like right now, like I can't imagine what it must feel like 1 year ago, no one knowing who you are.
Yeah,
You're just a random kid, normal kid. Then
yeah,
1 year later, you have 100 million followers. If you go on the street, you'll probably be recognized by several people.
mm-hmm.
Like for this to happen this fast, like I wonder, like are they mentally okay? I don't know. Like I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would be really stressful for it to happen this fast.
It's crazy,
I
bro.
def I definitely feel like the stress has gotten to them. Like you can tell in some of their like TikToks and videos is like the attention that public eye is putting on them is getting to them. Like any of the ones where like fans see them on the street and they make TikToks with them, you can see it in their eyes like they're literally dead inside. Like every single one.
Yeah,
And I do feel for them in that aspect, but I do feel like the what is it? The stars were on their side, I think. Like this was such like a whether people want to admit it or not, I think Charlie has a lot of talent being like a national competitive dancer,
yeah,
but
yeah, for
she
sure.
got incredibly lucky that her video just hit that little clink in the FYP and then got
Hmm.
recommended to all those people and blew up.
Yeah,
And and you can notice that like in terms of I think the reason Charlie is so special in this scenario is because she's really young. She's like
yeah,
16, 15, I think.
yeah. She's
So her
16.
parents are like super involved in her like
Yeah,
TikTok. You can notice like her parents don't let her post some things. They
yeah,
let her post other things.
yeah. They were actually
Speaking
on.
about brand deals, no,
Yeah,
you got to hear this. So you know how Triller paid Charlie to clickbait that she was gonna do the whack dance, like
yeah,
she
yeah.
posted like,
I saw that. I
and
saw
then
that.
so apparently for Triller to do that, they didn't only just pay Charlie money, like the D'Amelio family
Yeah.
money. They also gave Mark D'Amelio, Charlie's dad, a seat on the Triller board.
What?
You
Like Mark
serious?
D'Amelio is
Dude.
now a Triller. I'm not. I saw it somewhere. It may be wrong, but apparently Mark D'Amelio has a seat on the Triller board
Dude.
because of this.
Triller? Triller? I don't know. Whenever I go on the app, I don't know. It just doesn't look as good as TikTok. I don't know.
I never installed it because Triller is so in confusion as to what they want to be like. If they wanted to do like videos like TikTok, they should have stuck to that. But they're doing all these mainstream events like
Mhm.
Tyson versus Jones, like that whole
Yeah,
card. So
yeah,
Tyson versus Jones, Jake versus Nate, Vidal versus Rashad. That
yeah.
whole boxing match is on Triller. Like what where is the no one wants to
Trying to
watch
be like the
boxing in
zone or
vertical
something.
video. Like what the hell?
Yeah, are they trying to be like the zone or something?
I
Yeah, I
think
don't get it.
Trill,
Like
yeah. I think Triller was really hoping that TikTok would get banned, but now that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
So I think they really don't know what they want to do.
true.
Triller execs are crying because they paid so much money to Sway House
Yeah,
because they're always wearing the Triller shirts, all of them
yeah,
and
like John
everything.
Richards and those guys. Yeah,
Yeah, they're always wearing Triller, and they actually post on Triller as well. Like they have like things that they have to follow. So they've definitely paid them a lot of money for them to have to post on the app as well.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, wait, Rithvik. So, what's it called? I don't know where I saw this, or maybe you told me this that um, one of your goals is like to go into acting or like some kind of film production. So, I could see
Yeah,
you
I
as an
do.
actor.
Yeah.
To be honest, I could see you as an actor. So, like, where did that goal kind of come from?
I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, I mean, everyone. This is like the stereotypical answer. Like, when I was younger, I saw this and I fell in love with acting or whatever. But everyone watches like cartoons and films and stuff all the time, and I just I would get more involved than most. And same with books. Like I would read books and I would get really involved in it. Like I'd go really deep into it, and that meant like even when I was like 12, 13, like 13 I was a freshman, right? Yeah, I was a freshman at 13 because I'm a bit young. I would still like do like pretend play like with a lightsaber or something, which is definitely a bit too old for that kind of pastime, but
Yeah,
it's just as to how involved I used to get with that kind of stuff. So when I got older is just like the natural way to do that same kind of pretend play, like go into some other world and do something else, is acting.
Yeah.
So, and I'm kind of I mean, Jay and Mark, you guys know me from sophomore year in terms of I've definitely changed as the kind of person I am. I used to be a lot more introverted and quiet, and I'm a lot more extroverted and, outgoing now. So,
You
and I
guys,
credit.
oh, no, sorry.
Go ahead, no, Mark.
No, I was just gonna off-topic comment. You can finish.
Oh yeah, no, it's like that I owe that whole thing to like acting in like these plays that my parents made me act.
I
So
remember
that's
that.
just where I wanted to do for like, yeah, I just wanted to do acting because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of sick. And I just get like caught up in that. Like, so when I watch a movie nowadays, I'll be talking about the cinematography instead of actually what's in the movie and stuff. So there's just stuff like that.
Do you
Okay.
guys know what happened with Hollis?
No, bro, no. Mr. Hollis.
He definitely retired. I don't think he got
Yeah,
fired.
he retired. Our after
Delaney was the one that got removed from teaching AP World, I think.
yeah, the lady got I think removed, and Hollis, yeah, retired after
Our
seeing
class definitely was
seeing
our
our
class.
class. Yeah, he's like, I'm done. I'm done with this. That was
Because
the
he used to teach a class with many. Like I thought he taught like 5-6 with Menenberg and 3-4 with us. And then he stopped teaching halfway through, if you guys remember, like at the beginning of winter or the beginning of like the second semester, he was like, oh, I decided not to do that because Menenberg changed like the whole stuff. And you guys remember he made like he made his own curriculum because he said that Menenberg changed the curriculum or something.
oh yeah, I remember
So
that.
I think, and it definitely had to have been our class because he was teaching senior English, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't that much of an issue compared
Yeah,
to the people that were in our class.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think the last time like Aiden, you know, contacted him, but that's the only person I know that
I
he's
could
contacted.
find, yeah, through his number.
Yeah, I have no idea what his number is.
I'll
But
find that.
what's it called? I asked Mark this like a couple of our podcasts ago, and I'm gonna ask you this now. Would you rather have endless love or endless money?
Does picking one mean I don't get the other for sure?
I don't
Or
know.
can I acquire the other in like a different form? Because I'm definitely the kind of person I am. I'm instantly drawn towards endless money.
Yeah,
But because like I feel like, you can find love
yeah,
eventually. But money is not something you can find, right? Like it takes a lot of work. You gotta grind and you gotta. I think I'd pick endless money because and infinite things are possible with endless money.
true. But if you in the so here's what I meant, but by that, so if you have endless money, you can't have any love, as in like no love from anybody.
Oh, that definitely changes things.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I mean if it's like that, if it's like one or the other, then I'd
Mhm.
have to pick endless love because I feel like
Yeah,
you know be, being with friends, being with other people, being with my family, and eventually being with someone that I love is going to outweigh whatever monetary struggles I face.
that's true. That's true. That's very well put. And that's also what me and Mark both picked.
Yeah,
Because like, yeah, of course, like everybody's drawn to money, but when I like put it as in that way, as in you can't have love, then it kind of makes a big
yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Yeah, next question I want to ask you is what are your kind of goals like after college or even next year per se?
I'll let Mark answer it first, or unless you guys have already done this bit before on a podcast.
Oh, no, no, no. Mark, you can go ahead too.
That's a difficult question. Well, for after college, I definitely want to get a job somewhere in tech, maybe software engineer, something like that. I'm not sure yet. But for this year, I've already spent so much time on Oculus. I want to try to grow it, especially since it's been having a lot of growth the past month. I don't know, maybe it could turn into something big. I don't know. But yeah, that's my goal. Those are my goals right now.
That's hella respectable. The fact that you've like grown Oculus that much, I'm like, that's really cool, dude.
Thank you.
For me, it's like, I mean, to be completely honest, I tried to talk to my parents about pursuing film like in college because that's like it's more legit. Like instead of just hoping that you're gonna get a magic role, it's like go to film school, do a degree, try to see if you can find something.
Mhm.
But Jay, you know, Indian parents, a
Yeah,
degree in film that did not work out well with them. They were
yeah,
like, nah.
yeah,
So I'm kind of doing this as like my plan B, except it's my plan A because of my parents. So,
yeah,
which I mean, that it's not like they forced me into it. It
yeah,
was like a mutual agreement in terms of like, you do need to have some luck to make it in film. So
yeah,
if I get a degree and everything, like I put money into that and then nothing happens, then that's a waste. So we
yeah.
mutually agreed and we were like, okay, that's fine. So I want to get my bachelor's in computer engineering. I
Hmm.
don't think I want to do masters. I just want to get the degree and like move
Yeah,
on to the next phase of my life.
yeah,
Whether like because like getting a job at a big tech company, like the first few years is going to be like pretty like grunt level like software work, just
yeah,
typing this stuff out. But once you grow, like in terms of management, people
yeah,
management, all those things, that's
yeah,
something I'm really looking forward to.
yeah,
And I'm also looking forward to like signing with a talent agency or something when as
yeah,
after, hopefully after or during college, even like late
yeah.
college, where I become more relaxed and not like
Hmm.
constantly trying to worry about what's next,
Hmm.
like signing to a talent agency, doing auditions for like small roles here and there, and hopefully something big.
Yeah, for sure. No, you should definitely, dude. I mean, I know, like, even with getting a job in tech or something, like you were talking about, like it's you need like luck, but I feel like if you try, I mean, you really could, dude. I mean, I think that
But
it's
yeah,
highly possible. I mean, I've seen so many people who come out of who are doing college like you, and the next thing you know, they get a role and you're on a Netflix original.
yeah,
Kind of happened with the
exactly, yeah.
Outer Banks, like
Yeah.
one of the main actors. I forgot what
You
his name.
guys know that kid from Redmond? Oh, dude, I don't know his name. I forget.
From Redmond.
There's a kid from like Redmond High School. I think he graduated 2 years before us, but he's a friend of my family, or he's a family friend of one of my friends.
Oh, okay.
And like he kind of like after high school, he kind of like disappeared because he was working on Netflix original. I don't remember which one it was even.
Oh
And
wow.
like I don't think it's even out yet, but like he shot it and everything, and that he has like a deal, and so he's like kind of like underground right now because he's still like he's kind of like working it out like the actor life. That was really cool to me in terms of like he kind of got that like chance right after high school.
That's awesome. That is
Yeah,
awesome. I definitely think we need some more. We need to see like some more Indians in these Netflix original and stuff. And who knows? One day you might see Rithvik in Netflix original, and
bro, maybe,
or
maybe.
E or Mark. I mean, I could see Mark, man. I could see Mark doing a
I
Netflix.
would, I would, if I was to be an actor, I would play the actor who's like some kind of psycho or something.
Or he could play like the it's like two facets, right? He's either gonna play the psycho character or he's gonna be like that like really stern character, but
Yeah,
anytime they're like not stern, it's good comedy. Like it's like
yeah,
entertaining to
yeah. I know
watch.
what you mean. He just
Yeah,
doesn't say anything in the joke. He just
yeah,
straight face.
yeah.
I think I would do really good for that kind
Oh
for
yeah,
that
no,
type of
definitely,
position.
bro.
What about you, Jay? What about you, Jay? What are your goals?
Bruh, so I also, hope to do something in tech, but to be honest with you, like doing this podcast and like doing stuff on TikTok, I'm really trying to grow it, man, because I really like, having guests like Rithvik, and just like talking about stuff, making cool videos, whether it be basketball or just anything in general. So I'm definitely gonna keep working on this, man. And who knows, man, I could be the next Charlie D'Amelio, but Indian.
Maybe, bro, maybe, definitely.
Yeah, I can't do any of the dances or anything. That's like what Rithvik was saying before. Like Charlie's an actually good dancer.
Yeah,
That's where I'm like, okay, I actually respect that because she's actually a good dancer. Like some people, they're famous and you
call him
don't
out,
really know for what.
call him out. Say who? Say name one.
No, Rithvik, no, no. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to start any beef with some like Bryce Hall or something.
Some like underground TikToker. Yeah, yeah.
Underground TikTok, just calling people out. But yeah. Yo, Mark, do you have any questions for Rithvik?
I don't know. I can't think of any. I think we asked a lot of good questions.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you did.
We
You
did.
guys did really well. Like it was a great. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's honestly all I got. Rithvik, that's all I got.
yeah, yeah.
It's been nice talking to you, man, and thank you again.
Definitely. Thank you for having me on. It was great.
Okay, wait, let me just stop recording.